Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we have this lovely, very big park, and it is largely empty. Yeah, this is the Wacky Warren's park, and so far one could actually think that we are quite heavily into single rail steel tracks. Because as far as the eye can see, this actually, I mean, all these tracks look remarkably similar, which is something I hadn't even really considered, but I think makes it all the more fitting nonetheless. So, yeah, here we are, Now, last time we built this coaster, the Atta horse, Ada horse. And, well, this time we will build the last coaster that is going to be a part of that. So, yeah, that's what's on the agenda. But first and foremost, you'll have to excuse me for a moment. Alright, and back. No, first and foremost also what we need to do is, of course, our routine checks. So let's get started with those, like, right away. Now let's see if we now do have reason to hire our very first guard of the park. I must admit that it seems to me that we don't really need our first guard just yet. Although that might be premature to say right now. No, definitely seems to be the case. Pricing, does that need any adjusting? Perhaps, no, there's people going on this ride currently, so no need to adjust anything there. And the rest all seems just dandy, if I'm honest. I don't think we need to change anything just yet, so we won't. Instead, what we will do then is start construction on the coaster. Now, I have been told in the comments that apparently the eggheads in this park will research everything. Like, literally everything there is to research. I find that quite amazing, if I may say so, because everything is a lot. I mean, I'd like to have a blender and a cooking machine, eggheads. Go and make it so. Anyway, the next coaster, huh? Well, because we're going to have to build it, and this is where our entry point to the underground was. It's actually going to be rather easy, I think. Well, I don't really think that it's going to be easy. I know that it's going to be easy because I, of course, have a plan. Now let's get up to our starting position. We need to be at height 8 for that. No, wait, height 10, but let us first get to the right spot here, which seems to be over there. Yeah, that's it. So then we go up here, then we get stations built. I mean, that's only temporary, just so that I can remove the tracks leading up to where we need to be. Excuse me, man, I'm kind of like sitting, I'm like having, well, a cold. I'm on the brink of not having it and having it, so if I'm sniffling and snarling a lot, it is because of that. Now, as far as the terrain goes, does this work? Yes, alright. That's what we're gonna go with then. I mean, if it's that simple. There. And then that is the only way possible. So, right, okay. Now, of course, it does mean that we do have some terrain fixing to do over here, because definitely this is unacceptable. No, especially now that we are self-confessed terrain lovers. Something, a different variant of a tree lover. Though I don't consider myself to be one of the latter. The type of species is the same. Right. And seeing how we're not in a hurry here anyway, we might as well fix things up. Fixing them up does not include raising the terrain unnecessary, by the way. You know, just pointing out the obvious here, but you never know. Some might be confused with what fixing up actually means. And it could mean a broad array of things, you know, in a damage language. Tycooning language, that is. Right. This is starting to look more like, you know, terrain fixed up proper. I guess all that we need right now is over here, but you know what we'll do? Just like we've done over there, is we'll add some something like that. It doesn't really look that bad actually, you know, in hindsight. Right. Okay. Let us now finally commence with the ride building itself. So here it goes. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, let's do more terraforming because we have not done enough of that just yet. Also, I think we want to do this like this. And then, did I just ruin everything? It seems like it. That's the way I want it. Yeah, that's a lot better right now. Okay, then we go to height 14, like we do over here. And then we find that there's another one of those annoying trees in the way. Not for long, but still. Now, I do believe that that is a tight curve, yes. Which is true, but that is not something that has to be an issue. As we shall see over here. Look. Wait, hold on a second. We are on the wrong side of these tracks, huh? So, basically, what that means is the following. We need to be one lower with this. And then we could be at like height 10. And then go like this. And then a tight curve. Oh, come on, there's a fountain. Of course there is a fountain. Hardly a surprise. Now, I don't know if we're out there being too tight. Yeah, I think we are actually. So, I might want to pull this one back by one. Now we should not be too tight when it comes to space. Oh, it says there's a tree in the way though. I think we should even be able to still pull that one off. And with that, of course, because we have two track pieces in terms of space, look at that. Absolutely perfect. And now it's beautifully paired up over here. So that's actually rather nice. I don't know if we can make this swing the way I thought we would. Well, so far so good. I don't know really how the other coaster is going to affect this. Well, at least we need to go one lower, that much is certain. And then like this. Nice. So far so good, I'll have to admit. You know, I'm liking the way that this is going. So, oh wow, man! Just look at how these tracks are developing. I think that this will have an excellent effect on the ratings that this coaster will probably have. Also, I do wonder now though. Yeah, we need to. No. We're coming out on the right side over here. No, right. I was about to say, it's looking good, but then I discovered this green bugger with brown barky skin, and it wasn't good anymore. Right, look at this. Perfect, that's it. And then we'll go straight, do a little bit of terraforming over here, but other than that, we're looking golden. with you know, in respects to how the tracks are looking currently. I mean, I think that they're absolutely amazing. Of course, I might be I might be slightly biased, you know, when I say that. Anyway, so if we go straight over here, let me then see how this develops over here. Well, apparently it develops over there quite simple. All we need to do is just go straight. I didn't know it would be this simple, but apparently so. Yeah, so you're just saying that we need to change the land, huh? Let's do that. Where are we Oh, wait. Yeah. Right. That's not really a surprise that we need to do this. Well, that's not really what I had in mind either. Let's raise that and let's fix up that terrain proper. And then we'll do it like this. So far so good. I don't think it's looking that bad, to be honest, so... Oh, balls. There's trees in the way. Oh man, every time, you know, you think you've made it out, you think you're through, and then bam, another one of those bugging trees. Oh, they are so my nemesis. Right, well, I must admit that building these tracks is indeed as easy as I had hoped it would be. I mean, right now I think that this set of tracks is also the one that is the candidate for being the most parallel and synchronized of all of them. So, that's pretty good. Now, you might think like, wait, what? Huh? But how are you going to handle this? Do not worry, my young Padawan. I have plans for this. Look, see, we can just go above. And a little bit wider. Come on, yeah, good. Like that. Go wide. And then remove trees. Always remove the trees. And then we shall be at height 13. And I believe that if we could even go... Wait, what? I clicked on build, I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, that is what I wanted to do there. I believe that the moment we move to... yeah, no, I think we're doing that one too early, actually. Can we do it right now? Now we can. And then up. Look at this. I mean... I won't often say this about my own tracks, but if there's one thing beautifully designed, it is this coaster, in all honesty. Wow, the track design that we are displaying over here is from beyond of this world. Oh man, I'm tapping myself way too much on the back here. I know, I am aware, but still, it is true. Also, you know what? We might as well. I believe that if we go like this, yeah, that should do it. And now we also have a very nice entry into the underground. I believe though that I also might have botched up just here and now any... Yeah, it's alright. So this ain't gonna work. I know that much. This ain't gonna happen. Oh man, that's a shame, really. In that case, we would probably be best off just restoring the terrain. Like this. And then actually go around like one wider than what we're currently at. Or maybe even more than one. Something like this. Just go down. We might in fact even... In fact, you know what we could try and do? how does this look? Is there anything to be done at height 10 over here? There actually is something to be done at height 10 over here. Wow, this, ladies and gentlemen, I feel is a true opportunity that we're grabbing right now. And then of course all we need to do is just lower the terrain over here. Get to height 8, and now we have plenty of space for our exit, of course. Let's see. So the moment I go like this and then go up by 2. Done! Wow, look at that! Now this, ladies and gentlemen, this is a coaster. Why don't you go and watch the test ride for me whilst I think once more about how well designed this track is, and we can already see how well this would synchronize. As you can see, both of them roughly reach the lifts at the same pace. But yeah, it's the fact that it has to go up over here. You know, it loses See, here's the issue. Because it goes faster, it loses, relatively speaking, more speed, this coaster. And then it also has some wider curves. So it's actually like way slower. In a way that's actually bad, but I mean, I don't think it matters that much. What we can do though is go to height 13 all around and just go through here a little bit quicker. Yeah, I think in the end, this horse will always be one ahead. Oh, it has actually stalled. No wonder it will always be one ahead. Look at that. Fix it, Plix, cause this is what happens when you have things break down. Don't we have a fix mechanic for that one? I thought we had. Apparently we had not. No, we hadn't. Alright, well it's time to get one then, because clearly this is No game. I want him underground. Yeah, the mechanic, there was actually a fixed mechanic over there. It just took him forever. Fine then, we'll have an extra loose mechanic. Anyway, what we also need to do over here is get ourselves them paths out, you know, the queues, the ever so important logistical infrastructure that makes all the magic happen in the end. Now, we could go for very simple over here, which I'm kind of tempted to, if I'm honest. Well, all we would need to do is just go straight there. No way. Nah, that can't be right. Now we'll go with we'll come up with something a little bit more advanced. Something like this. And then we'll actually hook it up over here. How about that? Which means for us that we need to do this. Seems about right to me, if I'm honest, but apparently the game thinks different about that, because it says, nah, you got terrain issues, man. You know you gotta deal with your terrain issues. Go up one, which should, yeah, it does. It is a rather long queue, I am well aware of that, but I don't think that it's cumbersome or hindering our ride's performance in any way or shape. Look, and now we'll go like this. And then we'll hook it up over there, which is excellent because that also allows for more benches right here near the exit, which is just brilliant because that was just a thing that we were actually needing. Also, we shall have an extra handy dude right over there. We will also get ourselves a dedicated fix mechanic. Yeah, but you are going to stay trapped right over there. Look at that, just walking up and down. Just the way I like it. Right, now, you guys have watched the test ride. Let us gander at what the... Oh, they're actually not that great. I thought the ratings would be better, but... Perhaps all the mirroring and dueling of the tracks isn't actually that helpful. That's odd, because Betrayal and Add a Horse... Wait, Add a Horse... Yeah, and Betrayal. I mean, these are relatively okay coasters. I guess though that once we set this one to synchronize, we shall have the same ratings. Now we'll have to get the timings about right. So that means that I can actually lower this as well as for Betrayal. Yeah, that seems about good to me. Right. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And now all of a sudden it has gone up. It's like the best of all three coasters. We shall call this the Rocky Rodeo. Come on. What's up with the double caps? No, the Rocky Rodeo is this last and, well, I dare say best coaster of the three. And of course, we can only, well, honor it by coloring tracks and horse orange with a dark red saddle. Yeah, that looks quite alright, you know. Maybe we should go with the white horses instead. That would make it very white though, but I don't think that's a bad thing per se. So, yeah, the Rocky Rodeo. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, about that. I think if we go with $6.50, that's like about right for a ride that is well above 7. Which for this type of coaster, I must admit, I don't think is that bad. Also, yeah, this needs to be lowered. Look at how expensive it is though. I think that if we still charge like $2, we should just make break even. But you know, looking at the running costs, I instantly seem to recall why exactly I did not build this that often, other than the ridiculous track restraints that we're forced to deal with. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Look at how it's going right now though. It actually teams up beautifully, if you ask me, with the with the passengers on. It's only just slightly behind, which I don't think is a bad thing, you know. If I'm totally honest, I think it actually looks rather okay. Look at how it just teams up there. Yeah, now we got excellent synchronization here. And then, and here it kind of breaks off the synchronization, but they do roughly go into the underground at the same time. So it's excellent. Now what we are going to do is, oh, never mind. I thought we were going to build stuff from there, but apparently not. Ooh, you know what? There is something that, well, somebody commented on that might be possible that I do want to check with this ride. So here's what the suggestion was. That we remove the station and then build the tower downwards again, but unfortunately there's no buttons that let me go like mid-section and remove a few bits. That's a shame. I mean, the discussion was about how you could build rides underground, and it was remarked that this might be a way to do it. Well, I do have the sad news, unfortunately, but that's not the way you do it. In fact, I don't even know that if, aside from the god tools that the devs have, I don't even know if it's possible. So Right, I think what we need here is the space ring ride. We shall build that here. And I guess we'll do something over here, and then we don't really want it to be that long, to be honest. So I guess this is the way we'll do it. And then 10 minutes, $5, you know, just the regular stuff. There. Get some paths out, because without paths, this ain't gonna be that much of a success story. Also, why are you starting one lower? I actually, somebody also pointed out to me in the previous park, the Goodnight Park, or the Goodnight Castle, or whatever, that I had actually hooked up one exit path too low, and turns out it was right. Unfortunately, I had already finished the park, so I never noticed, but I just wanted to mention it. Now, the space rings are here, and we shall call this the Ozuna Relay Hyperdrive. Yeah, diaper drive. Hyperdrive. There. Sounds very space-like, yeah. Oh no, you know what we need? We need like Sector X hyperdrive. You know, in the Imperial Galaxy or whatever. I mean, that's what they usually use, right? For these names of these space things. Of course, in terms of color, there's only one real color that we can have, which is this with the bright pink. Yeah, look at that. Very spacey though. Okay, looking good. Now what we are gonna do is get ourselves a new handyman out there, because these space rings are a guarantee for vomit. But yeah, and if I'm honest, I think that the coaster over here is freaking excellent, and we did a very good job on just getting this to synchronize. Now, it's been quite a while since we last built a synchro coaster, but man, I think we did an excellent job. So, you know what? We can do a little bit of theming over here. However, I'm not really sure I want to. What I also think we should do is, yeah, we're getting the flying saucers. I mean, I don't mind, but if we take a look at our coasters, oh wow, we have plenty. This one's built. These two are not. We can get this one relatively easy. Maybe build it like over here to the back end. I mean, there is infrastructure over here. All we would need is... yeah, but to get some path from over here... I guess if we build a ride over here, it would be more like stations here. Fill up this area, but have it actually hook up towards this section. So it's not really... you know, an expansion in and of itself. Besides, the terrain over here is less ideal. So what we will do is build ourselves the suspended single reel roller coaster. And I think that, you know, if we build that over here and we intermingle it a little bit, then all we have over here are these single coaster tracks, which I think is actually rather cool. So that will be like a cool themed area for this section of the park. You know, it's all gonna be single reel. I like, but the single reel will have to wait for next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.